would
Hi,
start
I'm
a
Marianne,
whole
and thanks for
world
tuning
war.
into this special edition newscast of CNN News. Today we're going to be focused on World War I, so let's get started with a press conference.
Hi, I'm Theo. I'm here to answer any of your questions you have about World War I.
So is it true that the war started because they assassinated that German guy?
Well, no, he was Austrian-Hungarian, and I don't think one guy dying would start a whole world war.
Correct, and actually it was Archduke Franz Ferdinand who was assassinated.
So what are the long-term causes of the war?
Well, there are four really major long-term causes of the war, which is alliances, imperialism, militarism, and nationalism.
Theo, we don't all speak Pig Latin English, please.
We really don't. Yeah, you need to elaborate because I'm confused.
My apologies. Because of alliances, allies got pulled into the war like Russia for Serbia and Germany for Austria-Hungary.
So, what does imperialism have to do with the war?
Well, because of increased competition, it led to more confrontation and tension between world powers.
Oh, so militarism was because of the competition for arms, right?
Right, and nationalism because Slavic people didn't want to be a part of Austria-Hungary.
Okay, so what I'm hearing are those are all long things, but what were the immediate causes of the war?
Well, as person one, they assassinated the German guy, who we already established to be Archduke Franz Ferdinand, an Austrian-Hungarian.
Right, but that can't be the only cause.
Well, no. Austria-Hungary gave Serbia an ultimatum with outrageous demands, and since Serbia would not meet with their demands, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia July 28, 1914.
So then the Allies got involved and started the war.
Yes, correct. And now we'll take no further questions. Hi, welcome back to CNN with your latest news. The battle at hand with the Central Powers and the Allied Powers is going on. The Allied Powers have been setting up naval blockades when the word got out that the Central Powers had submarines lined up along the coast near the States. The Allied Powers have advanced in the territory of Central Europe, creating Western Eastern fronts. However, there's not much progress going on for either side as we speak. The strategy of trench warfare and machine guns is being used, but as I said, no progress is being made with thousands of soldiers giving their lives to this war. Let's see a couple footage of this fight going on. That clip was just some of the cruel fighting that's been going on in this war. Also, with the Bolsheviks taking over the Russian Empire with the leadership of Vladimir Lenin, Russia has withdrawn and gives a slight overwhelming advantage to the Allied powers in numbers. Woodrow Wilson also tried to keep the U.S. neutral, but as stated earlier, with the unrestricted naval warfare by Germany, it drew the U.S. into war, which is a great advantage for the Allied powers. Now let's head over to Marianne for some insight on the impact of this war on the people.
Thanks, Josh. And now I'm reporting live from the States, trying to get personal interviews from people who are actually going through the war. Here's a woman at my side, Jelani Poole, whose husband has been drafted into the war. What does that leave you with, Jelani?
Well, since that has happened, I had no choice but to join the workforce and get a job. This is sufficient for my family.
A lot of supplies have been sent to help, and more are still being sent. How does this affect not only you, but the people in general?
Well, I have enough supplies for our family, and it's efficient and all, but I have to be careful in the way how I ration it.
That's interesting. But correct me if I'm wrong, but your brother was drafted into the war also, right?
Yes, he actually was. A lot of the males from most families have been drafted, but I'm not done, because from what I've heard, the people that were drafted isn't greater than the casualties we are suffering from this war. Husbands, brothers, uncles, fathers are dying by the second.
Wow, that's so interesting. Well, thank you for your thoughts on this and your story on the war.
No problem.
Folks, there you have it. This war has impacted everyone, from people at home to people in the actual war.
Hi, CNN reporting live from the studio. Today we're going to interview some people in Miss Johnson's history class to gain some aspects on the war.
Hello, I'm Marion. Thanks for tuning in today. Millions of bodies have been reported dead because of the war. The number still remains anonymous, but over 9 million bodies have been reported. The jacket was too tight, so I took that off. But here we are.
Okay, class is beginning. As the war comes to a closure, I would like to reflect. We have a special guest today with us. Please give her a hand. She's Marion from CNN News.
I have a few questions I would like to gain insight on from you all. Who won the war?
Oh, I know. Allied Powers won, which includes the United Kingdom, the United States, France, and Russia.
Anything else you would like to add?
I think, what's that again, Teach? Oh, Germany resigned by signing the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. This ultimately led to peace between the two opponents. However, Germany still remained a hostile disposition that ultimately will lead to World War II.
As the war ends, as students, how does it affect you economically, culturally, politically, etc.?
Lindsay, you have your phone. Can you add some discussion to this?
Well, I'm able to vote now, so
Socially, you're able to vote now. Okay.
Well, you know that unemployment rate has affected my uncle. He hasn't been able to feed me lately.
So you're starving.
Wow, that's interesting. What do you think some long-term effects will be? Anyone?
I guess me. Well, personally, as I have journeyed through this whole process, my data and analyzations have shown that Germany's hostile disposition may potentially cause another war in the future. They pose anger and humiliation, and I predict that World War II will soon occur.
Well, thank you for that. Sure.
Thanks for signing in for this special segment of World War I. Signing out.